imagine AI dah boleh pick up bukan setakat bahasa Melayu baku, tapi mungkin lorat-lorat negeri dari Kedah, lorat Kelantan, mungkin dekat Thailand pun ada banyak dialek. Okey korang, full lemak. Hari ni aku dekat Asian Business and... apa nama event ni? Asian Business and Investment Summit 2025. So basically aku dijemput Google Malaysia, basically Google Southeast Asia lah, untuk Asian yang sebab dia orang buka booth kat belakang. So kita nak explore booth ni. And booth ni semua berkenaan dengan AI. Sebab zaman sekarang kan everything pasal AI. Nak buat kerja AI, edit gambar AI, semua benda AI lah. At the same time juga aku akan interview orang yang sangat berpengaruh dekat dalam Google Southeast Asia juga. So let's go. Okay korang, dekat sebelah aku kan ada satu individu yang paling aku rasa korang, mungkin korang tak kenal, sekarang korang akan kenal. So introducing kat sebelah aku, XX dari Google Malaysia. So aku sangat berbesar hati sebab akhirnya aku dapat interview face to face. And macam korang kan selalu nampak aku banyak buat video pasal AI, Google Gemini, VO3, Nano Banana. And aku berpulang untuk interview face to face untuk tanya pasal AI lagi. So, how are you?
Good. Thank you for having me, Iswan. Thanks for coming to the booth too in ASEAN Summit. Hope you're having a good time.
Macam sekarang kita ada banyak soalan, tapi aku ada compile beberapa soalan. So, nak tanya Miss SX, AI is really part of our life. So, in Asian especially, sebab macam kita kan Asian kan terdiri dari Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. So, yang bagi macam apa inspire AI in Southeast Asia, especially ASEAN?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think for us, how we see AI being helpful is that it's really going to help transform the lives of a lot of people in ASEAN. I think for even like the products that you mentioned earlier, right? It's for the consumers. There are products such as like Gemini or like Notebook LM that's going to help supercharge their creativity and productivity. It's such a great platform to answer all of your questions, to really help you deep dive into the topic, for students to learn, for parents to learn together with their children as well. So I think for consumers, that will, with all of these AI tools, is going to make life much easier. And I think even for research, right, that's something that we also at Google, we're really focused on AI for research and science and society. So for example, we have this structure called AlphaFold. So it's actually an AI system to help to predict protein structures. And why this is very helpful is that for researchers and scientists, usually the way to predict the protein structure takes around like months, but with this it can actually create it in minutes, and that's going to be super helpful and help to accelerate like scientific discovery of understanding diseases, or even like developing like vaccines, for example, so you can see the impact that it will bring for society. So I think these are just like a few ways that we are going to see AI help to transform ASEAN in general, but I'm really excited on the other ways that it will be helpful for everybody.
Okay, apa yang dapat disimpulkan, AI ni memang banyak. So mungkin sebelum ni kan, kalau korang selalu dengar AI je, oh edit gambar, AI edit video, that's it. Tapi ada banyak lebih lagi, especially dalam research. Imagine macam sebelum ni nak buat research ambil masa bertahun-tahun. Why not? Sekarang dah ada AI, dalam masa 1 hour dah boleh solve everything. Bayangkan, ini tak termasuk dalam pendidikan, malah dalam perubatan juga. Imagine kalau korang nak cari macam example, nak cari protein, nak cari penawar kepada penyakit kan. Macam sebelum ni ambil masa bertahun-tahun. Cuma sekarang jangan risau, dah ada AI, everything boleh settle within beberapa jam je. So untuk masyarakat ini, let's say kalau kita tak pakai, amatlah rugi. Okay, berbalik kepada soalan yang seterusnya, aku rasa memang korang akan excited. Macam like right now, we live in Asia. So there's a lot of culture like Malay, India, Chinese, Indonesia, Vietnam in Asia, because there's a lot of culture. So how AI will understand all this culture?
That's a very good question and a very relevant one for ASEAN. So it is a region of very different countries, languages, cultures, right? So this is how AI can also help to understand it. So we actually have this project called Project SEALed. So what it is, right, it actually is a project with AI Singapore to develop large language models for Southeast Asia. Yeah, so the gap right now is this database of languages in the different Southeast Asian languages, right? Like Vietnamese, Thai, Bahasa Indonesia, Bahasa Melayu. So what we do is we work with all the different organizations in these countries to get their language data and build this Southeast Asia large language model whereby other companies can integrate it into their platforms for their own products. So for example, one of our partners at ASEAN Foundation, they actually integrated the Sea Lion model into their learning platform called AI Ready ASEAN. So if you're a learner from Vietnam, for example, you can just type in Vietnamese what is a AI program for educators, and it's able to pull out for you the right information by understanding the language that you have. So same for Thailand, same for Indonesia. So that's helped to really level the playing field and make the information more accessible to everyone. So that's how it helps to understand the different contexts and a different language by helping to build this Southeast Asian large language model. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much Miss SX. Okay, maksudnya sekarang kan menggunakan AI, walaupun kita duduk dekat dalam negara yang banyak gila culture. So imagine AI dah boleh pick up bukan setakat bahasa Melayu baku, tapi mungkin lorat-lorat negeri dari Kedah, lorat Kelantan. Mungkin dekat Thailand pun ada banyak dialek. Bahasa Cina pun memang ada banyak bahasa. Hokkien, Cantonese, Mandarin. So dia dah lebih faham Southeast Asia untuk dalam negara ASEAN especially. So lagi senang kita faham, lagi senang untuk kita search. Walaupun orang tu dia tak semestinya nak pakai bahasa rasmi, tapi boleh pakai bahasa sendiri. Dekat dalam Google Large Language Model, dia akan faham semuanya. So ini memang sangat menarik. Aku tak sabar nak explore lagi pada masa akan datang. Okey, berbalik pada masa akan datang ni, kita ada satu lagi last soalan untuk Miss XX. What's gonna happen in the next 5 years in terms of AI dekat dalam ASEAN?
I think in the next 5 years, the past 1 year, there's so much innovation in AI, right? So I can't wait to see what's in the next 5 years. But I think really AI is really going to be very, very helpful for people, right? Through learning, through research that we've talked about. But I think the core and fundamental of it is that I think humans will get more creative. Because AI is going to take away so much of the legwork, they're going to help humans be more productive, that the need to be creative and to have a more value add in the way that they think, in the projects that they do, that will become even more important. So I'm looking forward to myself being more creative, and for Izwan also yourself. We can all be more creative together. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the next 5 years.
Betul tu. Maksudnya mungkin sekarang kita kalau nak buat kerja kan, kita kena really actually buat kerja. Example lah, nak buat rumah, nak kena ketuk-ketuk kayu. Tapi dari bab creativity, kita tak ada masa nak buat. Akan datang, we leave the creativity dekat kita sendiri. So, the rest of the thing kita bagi AI buat. So, sebab manusia ni dia lebih untuk, dia punya otak pemikiran dia lebih untuk be kreatif. Untuk dari segi melukis, generating idea. So, apa yang saya boleh nampak, AI ni pada masa akan datang akan jadi lebih precise, and manusia boleh jadi lebih kreatif lagi. So, terima kasih banyak-banyak. Thank you so much Miss XX for this opportunity. And macam biasa, aku akan buat lebih banyak lagi konten pasal AI. Let's say kalau korang tak faham lagi apa yang korang nak tahu pasal AI, korang boleh tanya je. Aku akan buat lebih banyak video so that korang boleh faham lagi. Macam biasa, jangan lupa stay tune for next video. Thank you so much.